you need to wipe down.
What's with the jeans?
What's up, guys?
Oh, shit.
Mom's house number 2.
What? Whose house?
Your mom's house with the Jew. You're here with your two mommies, Tom and Christina, plus
Hello.
Red Band.
Hello.
And Happy Hanukkah sitting in the corner.
Yes, little Ari Shafir somewhere hiding over to the side.
We put him in the corner.
Ari sits in the back of the bus. Oh, it's good to be back at your mom's house on a beautiful Thursday afternoon.
One of the nicest Decembers weather-wise in Los Angeles for a while.
It's crazy. I don't think people understand what kind of craziness we deal with that don't live in Southern California.
No,
It was we've had heat cranking for like a week.
Yeah.
And then today, windows open. How about that
perfect day.
Shorts.
shit? 40s to 75 overnight.
Yeah.
Everywhere else covered in snow.
Everywhere else can
Not
suck
in
it.
Lalisi, boy.
Is it really covered in snow everywhere right now? I haven't
Not
even...
everywhere, but there's definitely
The whole
snow.
world's covered in snow except for us.
Yeah. Well,
Mexico.
Northeast, Midwest. I think it's cold as shit in a lot of places right now.
It sucks.
I was in the D like 2 weeks ago. That shit was cold.
The D. Detroit?
Detroit.
Detroit was fucking freezing.
bet.
And they didn't think it was good. Like, oh, no, it hasn't even started yet, man. Yeah.
Detroit always sucks. When is it good there? Like 2 months? out of the
Well,
year,
I'll be
and
there on
then
New Year's Eve. That's going to be fucking awesome. So how about let's not bash the D.
Enjoy it.
Are you doing the New Year's shows there?
I'm doing New Year's Eve at Joey's, yeah. Yeah. Two
Oh,
shows.
are we gonna plug New Year's Eve?
Well, I'm saying, yeah, we are going to plug it. Yeah. We are.
I'm gonna plug. I'm gonna be at the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco with
Wow.
like other people.
She wins.
No,
No?
no, it's not a comedy contest.
Have you been to the
Holy
D
stars.
on New Year's Eve? It's a good fucking time.
No.
It's a good time.
But
Everybody wins in the D.
I'm looking forward to
you
it.
might be frozen in there or something like that.
I probably will be. Do you have New Year's plans already or no?
Yeah, Joe's having a show in Vegas.
okay.
At Mandalay Bay.
That should be
Oh,
not fun at all.
wow,
That won't be
sucks.
fun.
Yeah, that's a huge place, though. I guess it holds like 1,700 people. So we're trying.
Wow.
He's trying to figure out, maybe getting like a band or a DJ or do some kind of special event than
Wow.
normal or something. So.
Yeah, yeah. My venue holds like 5,000 or whatever.
5,000?
Something like that. Yeah, but it's already sold out.
Why are
so-
you downsizing
Easily.
lately? Is it just because of the economy or?
Yeah, arenas are just hard to feel intimate with.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he likes to keep
5,000.
it real.
So when you guys aren't together for New Year's, who do you kiss?
I'll be in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh, so
You might have some sticky lips to
So-
kiss. And you can do the scoop.
Tom, do you know the scoop? You guys, have you
No.
seen?
What's
Tommy,
Ari
Tommy,
definitely knows it.
show the scoop.
When
What
you're
do you
watching,
think this is from?
Okay, what's this right here? Ready?
So
Ari, what's
gross.
this from?
I have no idea.
It's when
Porn. Ari knows. But what's going on? What am I doing?
Losing some valuable semen.
That's right. Yeah. And you don't want it to go to waste.
Drip drop. Go to the
Yeah.
last drop.
There's so much protein in
Every
there.
drop counts.
Yeah.
The Indians.
That's what girls love to do. It when you blast on a girl's face,
Mm-hmm.
it can't be wasted. You have to put every drop in your mouth. What the hell?
That's a guy right. He's finishing right now. He's like,
My neighbor's Optimus Prime. And that's him just he's just transforming. Every time he comes home, he transforms. It's kind of annoying, you
Yeah.
know, when he gets Bumblebee over and it's 2 a.m. He's transforming all night long. It sucks.
dropping loads.
when were we here last? Last what?
little
Last
over a week.
Wednesday.
So wait, we have Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
How was your
Oh,
Wait, did we do it
yeah.
after Thanksgiving or before?
Before.
It was before, yeah.
How was your Thanksgiving? I didn't even ask you.
I just kind of sat here and had a lean pocket. And
Shut up, dude.
No
No.
one called me. Everyone said,
We asked-
invite
we
you.
invited you.
It was no, I'm just kidding. I went to like three.
Just gave us
piece of
something.
shit.
I went to some buddy's house, hung out with babies, got more baby fever than normal.
You have baby fever?
Dude, I don't have baby fever until I hang out with them, and then I'm just like, man, it's like better than puppy. It's puppy times 20.
Wait a minute. I don't know. This puppy's beautiful. Your puppy's amazing.
This baby was amazing. I just sat there and did things like I would go boop, and then the baby would go boop, and then I would be like, yeah, and the baby would like, yeah.
How old was the baby?
And what
I'd
kind
say like
of
a
baby?
year and a half, year.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Kind of a baby.
Was it a white baby?
Oh, what? Yes. What?
Was it?
Oh yes.
It-
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't
no,
a-
it's not
an Ari
it's
baby.
not an Ari baby.
Okay.
No, but and then I went to.
Because then you got to feed it blood all the time. And, like,
and give it gold shekels, or else it gets really angry.
Yeah, that baby doesn't enjoy Advent
That's
calendar.
right.
Oh, yeah.
That's
from the
right.
Seguras.
From the Seguras.
Segura present and Advent
Merry
calendar.
Christmas.
Cosby team, try Osby.
One Christian family to another.
That's right, the way it should be.
That's right.
Happy birthday, baby Jesus.
Oh, but it
The
is.
countdown starts.
I think yesterday it started.
Advent.
The fucking
Oh,
the money hoarding,
Hanukkah.
the take over the banks thing they do every year. It started. Happy Hanukkah.
How are
Ari.
you celebrating Hanukkah, Ari?
Making an Evite on my Facebook.
Are you?
Oh,
Yeah.
right
That's
now?
what I'm doing to celebrate.
Did you get a present yet?
No,
when do you get
it's
your
not a
gift?
big holiday. It's actually not a big holiday at all.
Oh, it's not like Yom Kippur or
not
Rosh
like-
Hashanah
yeah.
or something.
What's
but,
the biggest Jew
but it's still.
Yom Kippur,
Yom
Rosh
Kippur.
Hashanah.
Okay.
Pesach,
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Passover.
You don't know shit.
Oh, really?
Is
Did I
that-
not just spit that out?
Wait a minute. Is Yom Kippur when Elijah has a seat at the dinner table?
No, that's Passover.
Sorry.
It's all right. You knew it was something.
Same thing. So you don't celebrate? Does your
There's
mommy
nothing
send you
no,
gifts?
yeah, they all do. You light the lights and
Oh, okay. The
Hanukkah is
menorah.
like the day like when like all the studio heads. What is it again?
yeah, no, this is what it was based on.
It's like a new. Oh, it's a Christmas release, seasonal, like whatever the biggest movies for the winter are.
yes, you got it.
Yeah,
You got it.
that's what I thought it was.
That's what it is. Preemptively, I knew about that
Yeah,
centuries
yeah.
ago, and
Did you get anything though? Did you start off with anything?
I did not start off with anything at all.
I want to get you something.
I know. I feel like you need a
Your
present.
company is gift enough.
Wow, that's really generous of you.
It's interesting.
That's not true.
It's
I'm
not
sure
at all.
you're mocking me.
It's nice. No, I don't care. It's fine.
Okay, I'll get you something.
Thank you.
How many days is it? Is it? It's
Today's-
8 days.
Tonight's night too, so you have plenty of time.
Now, do you have a meal with your family every night when you light the
No,
menorah?
you
or
have
just-
sometimes you have latkes and applesauce
That's it.
with them, but no.
Matzo
It's really
ball.
a minor holiday.
Is it
Passover
really?
is like people get together.
Oh.
Okay. What time of the year is Passover? Isn't it in the spring?
Spring.
Uh-huh. Well,
And do they give gifts there? In
No,
this
no.
okay.
Just
Do
one.
you-
Whoever finds the afikoman.
Wait, what?
Whoever finds the afikoman gets some money.
No, what's the Alficoma?
The
The
head of the household has to hide the matzah bread in some sort of ritualistic. I don't understand what they're doing there, but
and whoever finds it.
whichever kid finds it.
Hmm.
can
Now,
hold
do
it for
most
ransom.
families do they try to do it so like when the kid like every kid gets a chance to find it, they're like or is it like hey Ari 6 nights in a row
It's like it's a
motherfucker?
grand prize and everybody gets a little something.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
that's
kind of like being on a
fun.
reality show where you get nothing if you lose, but really you get 10 grand.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is that how much? That's the minimum amount they give to the
I think in
kids.
Survivor they all got 10 grand to start with.
Are you
What?
serious?
Yeah.
Is that what you got as a kid?
10
No,
grand.
it's
10,000.
Survivor. If you're on the
That's
Oh, I was
why
talking
10
about
Gs.
like
network
in
television show Survivor.
I've heard of it, but but Hanukkah
No, you get something like small, like
like $3,000.
Like
no,
a
like we're all gonna go to the circus. in a month and a half.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's fun.
Oh, that's
everybody,
nice.
everybody gets that, even though they already clearly had tickets. Now that I think about it,
Okay.
That's nice. You know, road
I just realize
rules.
now as I'm saying it's an adult. It's horrible.
When you do like road rules challenges, they give you like $5 grand.
How would you know about that?
Because I've done one.
You've done road
And
rules.
I cried.
Did you win?
Fuck no, I'm terrible at it. I had a nervous breakdown 3 days into it. With
Well,
one
first of
challenge
all,
I did.
How about a
And
little
it was
backstory?
Yeah,
okay,
what season are we
sorry,
talking
yeah,
about in
okay.
Road Rules?
Let me back that ass up. Many years ago, like 12 years ago, I was on Road Rule 6, Australia.
season,
For
for a
one
whole-
season,
yeah.
okay? And what they do is then they ask you back later on, and then you do a challenge, and you challenge like the real world or whatever other life or losers that are still around doing each other. So like there's people that make a career out of these challenges, like this guy Mark Long, who's like 45 years old, and he just does challenges.
Can you
And That's
imagine?
his whole life.
Like
for
there's
these
people that
challenges.
are
And there's
like
people that are
20
great at
on
it.
that show.
Wow.
Great at it. That like just
That's all they do. Their whole life is doing that.
rake in the dough, because you can win like maybe 50 grand on the challenges. So if you don't mind being set on fire or like
But how much do you
putting
make?
leeches on your balls, you'll make a lot of money.
How much do you make during this before that? Like just doing the season?
That's what I'm saying. So just to show up, the one challenge I did, they give you like
No, not
$5
the
grand.
challenge. I mean like
Oh,
the
see?
season.
Oh, they don't give you shit. I made like $500. No wait,
Wow.
What?
$400 a week, because they don't bill you as talent. They get around that by billing you as an employee of Buna Murray, the production company.
But you can still win money during the season, right?
Not on Road Rules, the original. No, they take your money away, and then they're like, "You gotta wrestle crocodiles to eat
Wow.
tonight."
But
And
the
you're like,
challenge is
"That's
where you can
awesome."
really rake it in.
The challenge is on the
Like when you go back to
yes,
the
sorry,
challenges.
yes. That's retarded. I mean, nobody over the age of 26 or you know what I mean. Like I remember one time they're like, "You want to win this bicycle?" you gotta sit on a block of ice in a bikini for an hour and a half. And I was like, you know what? I can fucking buy myself a bicycle. Like,
I have a
don't
Target
need-
down the
Yeah.
street. I can
Yeah.
I can just I'm good.
Yeah, the prices are whack.
Wow.
Anyways.
That's where you, yeah.
I used to be addicted to those shows. Have you been on anything else? Did you do the whole thing where you're on Wheel of Fortune the next week? And
No, what they do is you challenge, like, we challenge the Seattle Real World cast.
oh, so you did those shows? Like,
Yeah.
So it was like Real World versus Road Rules.
Yes.
That's cool.
And that was fun. That was in Seattle. And, like, this guy, David, on the show, he knocked out one of his front teeth, and his tooth was all black.
Wow.
And rather than, like, go to the dentist, it was all black. And he tried to French me
Wow.
one night. And I was like, oh, your mouth smells like shit.
I saw Puck the other day on the
Oh.
streets, and he hasn't changed. He's
Yeah.
still
He's crazier
looks
than
like a
shit.
crazy.
That's your
asshole.
first Puerto Rican was on
Gee.
that show, right?
The first Puerto Rican boy I ever Frenched was on
Oh,
Road
boy.
Rules. His
No
name
way.
was Oscar. Road Rules Islands cast. Thank you for reminding me.
Wow.
Tommy.
Oscar, if you're out there, she still thinks about
I
you.
do not think
She
so.
still thinks about you.
And his pencil thin.
Pencil thin
beard.
mustache.
Oh.
He didn't have
And the gold chain and his chicken bones. He threw chicken bones on the street, and his
And
wife
then-
beat her. And he'd be like, "But that's not my job, because that's
Not my job.
not my job."
Puerto Rico. Oh,
Oh.
Puerto Rico.
So when you were
Did
on
you know
the
that
show,
that's
you actually
in
just
He had
the
a
Puerto
gold
Rican
chain.
national anthem?
No, it isn't.
There's a line where they go, "And
How
that's
dare
not
you.
my job. I don't like to work."
That's not my job. That is terrible. It's so racist.
Put some rum in the baby's milk. I think that's the yeah.
Put
that's
on your gold chains and jog down the beach.
Captain Morgan is also a body spray.
She loves them. Just
yeah.
if you're out there and you're Rican, you got a shot. That's
I
all I'm
love
saying.
Puerto Ricans. I do. What can I say?
You can say it.
Because
Well,
they're
you're into
adorable.
it.
Here's why I like the Ricans. They got the nice tan skin and then
Right.
blue eyes, and it's such a rare combination.
I was best friends with them, two of them in college. That they were cousins, and one was
Two
like
of
an
them.
ultimate kickboxer, and
Oh, wow.
like this one guy, drunk guy after the bars once was giving me shit for some reason. I don't know. He was up in my face, and out of nowhere, my friend his name was Ruben, just came up and like did like a backflip kick to his face and knocked the guy out. And I was like, what the fuck? And, I mean, this guy was like a Grateful Dead head wearing sandals, kicks the
Oh
guy in
my
the face,
God.
and then goes home and plays the guitar and hacky sax. It was
They're
ridiculous.
multi-talented.
Yeah.
That's why.
They're all like that.
Puerto Rican, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know. The one I Frenched was like the Puerto Rican
Ah.
Aristotle. He was so smart.
Really?
Yeah. He
You
was like
wish-
a philosopher.
you
and
wish
he
he
could
was here.
add
He-
numbers. and count.
He was a philosopher. He was like
he was like Aristotle.
he was like, if you sit here long enough and you look like you're not working, then they don't know you're not working. You know.
That sounds like
But-
my philosophy too.
If you keep doing stuff, then they're gonna ask you to do more stuff. So just like sit here.
Hey, fucker. Oh, that's Mexican. Sorry.
Here's my philosophy, Christina.
My philosophy.
My philosophy is simple. You know, suck it.
Hey, suck it. He was not bright. I will say he was not the brightest candle.
Well, you
But
just
know
said he
what
was fucking
had?
brilliant.
No, they thought he did. His casting, when they casted him, they're like, Oscar's like the Puerto Rican Aristotle. I swear to God, that's
Oh,
what
really?
they called him.
But you're saying he really wasn't that bright?
I don't think he was. He wasn't dumb, but he wasn't like
You're putting this out there
in
the
Oxford.
universe.
What do you mean? When am I putting it on?
I'm just
there?
saying,
You
like, was
afraid
the guy
Oscar's gonna
smart
come
en-
back into my life?
I'm
He
just
was
saying, was this-
charming. Put it this way, he
gets
was
the feedback
charming. He was very charming, and I was very mean and smelly back then.
You're
Mean and
smelly.
Yes, because we were on the road. I lived out of a stupid backpack for a month, and I stank like shit.
That's what speed sticks for.
Yeah,
Ah.
but you know. And then yeah, he was sweet. He was a sweet boy. He romanced me with his Puerto Rican ways. He would sing to me.
So he
He
play
would
guitar?
sing. Yeah.
Why they all play guitar in
He'd
Puerto
sing,
Rico?
Yeah.
Oye, como va?
Yep.
Ceviche. Oye, como va?
They all can do that.
All right.
Ceviche.
That was his version.
Yeah, they all can sing. They all can slip out of cuffs. They have a lot of talent.
He can whittle a shiv out of a bar of soap.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Puerto Ricans are
Um,
talented. What kind of ladies do you like, Red Band?
I used to be really into Asian girls, but now I don't know. That just dies off quick.
Does it really?
Yeah. I mean, I was like hardcore.
I
Asian.
never had it. Never.
Yeah, I think once I had it, I was like, oh, I get it.
My dad's banging a Chinese broad right now.
That's right. Totally.
Yeah.
She's all right.
Yeah, she's a nice lady.
She's a nice lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pounding that shit down.
I've
God.
talked to a few people lately that they say the way to go is Mexican chicks. That they're just nonstop all day, all night. They just want to
Effing?
fuck.
But here's the
Like,
problem: is that you don't. Not only are you dating her, you're dating the whole family. Because
Right.
Mexicans tend to be more
Yeah, they all share a room and stuff.
familia orientated.
Yeah.
Just get with one that has like a lot of dead family members.
Right.
So tacky.
Then you don't have to worry about that shit. They do like to fuck though. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Yeah.
nonstop.
How many Mexicans have you slept with?
I heard half Jew, half Mexican is like the key.
That's actually a really good.
Why? But
That's-
Jewish broads
that's
don't
like
like
the
to do anything. I heard.
I heard the opposite. I heard Jewish broads are
Really?
just like blowjobs, hand jobs, butt
Blowjob
jobs.
sitting.
everything.
Ari, what's the truth here? We have to consult our Jew.
I'm actually way less of an expert because I stay away from Jews
What?
as much as possible. Big Jewish
Why?
girls, I try my best.
Why?
But you've had them before.
Yeah.
I mean, what is your overall like? Are you saying like they're just like
Overall, based on like the 2 or 3 I've had
Yeah,
sex
you
with,
did-
they
you know-
have abortions really easily. Yes, that'd be the main. If I could only learn something from just those.
Were they like needy? Were they bad to date? Were they?
No, one is super hot in bed.
Really?
What's
Yeah,
what's
both
what was the
two-
bad thing?
I thought they didn't
Was
like
it
to
bad
suck
thing?
it.
Was there anything bad about her?
Jews still don't look that they don't look that good.
Shut up.
No.
I'm
There's a
starting to
lot of
become
pretty-
attracted to them a little bit, like only super young ones.
How about Israeli chicks?
Those are different.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are the exception.
They're
They can
pretty.
fucking get it. That's what I want
Oh,
for Hanukkah. I want a couple
please.
Israelis to sit on my face.
Oh my god, Tommy.
Just fart and just eat
Just-
it. You just
yeah.
love eating their farts.
and I just keep eating that matzo ball soup, and I
Yeah.
just, yeah, absolutely. They're
Are you guys
fucking-
into ass eating? Is that a thing you guys do?
It's funny you mention. He
It's-
just, I can't, I'm not, we discussed this last week.
Oh, you did?
Not that you would know this,
Okay.
but I'm very phobic of that region of my body. I'm just not that kind of girl.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
like it either.
extreme. It's poopy. Feces comes out of there, out
Yeah.
of your boom boom hole, your no no.
Do you do that with a lot? Do you do that on like one night stands and stuff?
I have done it
On a
before.
one night stand, you eat an ass?
Um,
Wow, you have to think about it. That's a yes.
no, I don't know if I have. I don't. But maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have.
You like it? You enjoy it?
No, I'm okay with it sometimes.
Has it been done to you?
Yeah, I don't care for either way.
How about you, Red Ben?
What?
We're set.
Have you? Do
This
you?
podcast
Do you?
so far.
Have I met
This is
somebody
a
and just
filthy
went,
podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what
Right
is
to ass
wrong with
sex?
us?
Have you? No. Do you eat ass on like a
Uh,
first time hookup?
If I'm drunk, I'll eat ass. Like
If you're
girl
sober?
ass. Yeah. If I'm sober, no, I wouldn't really think about it. But sometimes I've been just fucking crazy drunk, and you're having crazy drunk sex, and you're
Yeah.
just eating, and then you're just going the whole, up
Yeah.
and down, the
Sure.
whole north
That's
south.
organic, though.
Yeah,
That
but I'm not
just
sitting there like
happens.
spreading ass open, like putting tongue in, and sucking on it, or doing anything like that. I'm just. It's more of
Yeah.
just
Can
like,
I-
hey, it's in the
Has it
web.
been done to you?
Huh? No, I would never allow that.
Right. Well, can I tell you, there's nothing uglier than a woman doing that. Like, I've seen photographs that Tom has violently showed me.
Ew.
Violently shown you.
You know,
Like he punches you.
No, no, no. Can I? No, I
You look at this fucking picture.
I mean, it's like an ocular assault, if you will. He and I have gone. This is a bad thing we've done this week, is where we've been text messaging each other horrifying pictures.
We said that last week too.
Oh, we started that.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
yeah.
So now it's gone to text messaging each other.
Wow. I
And
didn't know
he
you
sent me
guys
a
did
rusty
this.
trombone picture, and it is so horrifying.
It's
not
pretty fucking
sexy.
awesome, actually.
I don't like
That's
that,
not sexy.
man. It's
No,
not cute,
I don't
dude.
think that's-
It
It's
can't
kinda
taste
cute.
good.
It's kind of cute. Here's what I want to. Oh, what about you didn't you
What
didn't
is
mention
it, Sugar Bear? My sweet little
where you
honey
just came
bear.
from? Why don't you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm late because I
Yeah,
was
late,
taping.
very late, by
I'm
the way.
sorry. I was doing this show called The Smoking Gun Presents, where it's like a clip show, and I got to see and meet Leif Garrett today.
Wow.
And he's on the new Celebrity Rehab. If that gives you any idea of what he looks like right now. It's pretty crazy.
I heard that whole show, the Celebrity Rehab, they're really stretching,
I love
looking for like one of the people was like, oh, your fame is that you had sex with Tiger Woods. You're one of like
Yeah, yeah.
18 people that had sex.
I
with
heard that, and she's in
Yeah.
there. By the way, she's in there because she's addicted to love.
Oh,
That's why she's in there.
shit.
Yeah,
That's Sex Rehab.
That's
That's a
stretching.
different show.
yeah, that's stretching.
Well, I'm excited to see it. He got into some accident and he didn't look very good. And I guess he was doing heroin for like 15 years. Which
Who,
is
Leif?
Leif, yeah.
He doesn't have his shit
is
together.
it
you're saying?
Life or Leaf?
Oh, actually, I don't know. I think it might be Leif.
I think it's Leif Garrett.
Leif Garrett, yeah.
Poor guy. God bless him. Have you ever done heroin?
No, I don't think. No, I've never shot up anything, but
I
I
just
think
learned-
I've snorted something that somebody said was like, "This is heroin." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And I don't think it was like I saw dead babies crying on the ceiling or anything. So maybe not.
Dead Valley Trains.
Was it pretty intense?
I don't. Whatever it was, I don't think it was heroin. I think I would know if I snorted heroin.
I just learned that chocolate Thai weed is weed dipped in opium. And that's why it's black. I didn't know that.
Huh.
And that's why it's like so powerful.
What's
I've never
keef?
even
What's
heard of it.
keef? Or is that what it's called? Like that powder shit that you put on top of weed or the end of cigarettes?
Wait, is it hash or something?
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was hash.
Well, you're not talking about that that branch that they chew in the Middle East, right?
No, it's like a powder thing, and I think it's like a hash or something like that. And
don't know
Ari
about
said
that.
it was like the resin out of grinding weed.
Did you ever smoke chocolate Thai? No.
It sounds really crazy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like it'll fuck you up pretty bad.
Yeah, man.
Chocolate Thai.
Yeah, it's like I guess like the weed will look you're like
Sounds like
black.
a
And you're like, what the
gay
fuck is
Asian
that?
guy
And
in
then
West Hollywood.
it's been dipped in opium. That's why it's black. And like one hit's like
I'd be scared of that.
yeah.
I went to the pot store the other day, and they had, like they have their normal stuff. You have your cookies, your caramel corns, and suckers, and chocolate and stuff. And the woman that was working on it, we asked him like, "How are these Listerine strips? Are they strong enough?" She pulls out and she goes, "I'm on one right now. I'm fucked."
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I've not
yeah.
tried that, Tommy.
Oh,
Have
I
you?
tried it. Yeah. I fucking wow.
Don't ever, yeah. I'm
I'm
done with
scared.
edibles in general. I'll smoke weed.
Strong.
But I'm done with edibles.
We were in a shop yesterday looking at vaporizers. They're like $1,000.
Vaporizers to me are not worth it. I have like
Really?
I have 3 of them.
Why are they not worth it to you?
Yeah.
Well, some people like them, some people don't. But it's kind of like, hey, just put a bunch of weed in here. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting something.
It doesn't work for you,
kinda
you're saying?
tastes out. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It just seems like the amount of weed that you go through to the high
Yeah.
you get. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to be this high because I just put fucking 2 bowls in this motherfucker. You know, if I had 1 bowl and I took like 3 hits from it, I'd be
Sure.
just as high, if not better. It just seems like it goes through weed too much. It seems like it has to be like, the exact temperature. And if it goes a little bit too high, then it starts burning it. And then you start getting smoke anyway. And then if it's too low, you're not getting... Whatever. It just seems. I think if you're going to get one, the only one to get is the volcano one.
That's the one we saw.
Yeah.
But again, if I was you, I would just buy a nice glass bong or something.
Yeah, I feel like weed smoking shouldn't be that complicated.
No.
Just
Right. That's why I like joints.
Yeah.
Joints are the best. You get pulled over, you eat it.
is that right? Is that what
yeah,
you do?
you can't. If you have a bowl or if you have a pipe or whatever, you get pulled over. You have a bowl or a pipe that you have to fucking
Yeah.
put up your ass or something. Joint. All right, eat a joint. Oh no.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's true. You got to put that all up your ass
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oh, I hate doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, shaboogie.
We're getting over being sick too. I had
Yeah, we have
AIDS
cold.
like a
Really?
week ago, and then
AIDS was acting up.
I
Fucking
gave
AIDS.
it to. We went to Arizona.
Right.
Yes, I had shows in Arizona, and Tom was home, so he could accompany me.
I
which was
accompanied
great.
her. Gave her
Stayed
AIDS.
in the room all week. He watched football all day, and then
I love being sick sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, just because you have, because it's at least, even though you feel like shit, that's 4 days, 3 days that you're like, I'm sorry, dude, I'm fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kind
but
of
you,
see
you know what I mean?
mean.
Like,
Yes.
you're resting. That's
yeah.
cool.
It is kind of
Yeah.
nice.
Well,
I
it is
rested
your
a lot.
body's way of being like, "Hey, asshole, stop!
Stop.
You need
Take a
to,
break.
you
Take a
need to
break.
not talk to people or do shit."
Yeah, it's like
It's
vacation.
nice.
It is.
It is. It's so sad that we don't allow ourselves that space
Right.
in normal life.
Right. We have to plan it. Like, no, 3 months from now,
Yeah.
I am going to fucking go skiing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to work.
You should plug that actually. That was give them a plug. They're good guys.
Who?
Stand up Scottsdale.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Stand Up Scottsdale. It's in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's a wonderful room. This guy Howard Hughes brings in really good comics every week. I think Andrew Norelli is there this weekend if you're
Dude's
in that
still
area.
alive?
Yeah, Howard
He's
Hughes,
still alive.
the original.
Oh, Howard Hughes. Yeah, I know. This isn't the Howard Hughes. This is a different guy. But it's a great room, and
It's fun.
really good.
You should check
You
it
should
out.
check it out,
If you're
yeah.
in the AZ, go to Stand Up
But
Scottsdale.
Friday was an interesting show because it was a room full of like really rowdy black people, and like it can be that can be either really like fun or really scary, but it ended up being really fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, a lot of
that-
heckling.
Is that why you're complaining you're so sore the next day?
Yeah, but there's a lot of hecklers. How dare you? Oh, Tommy just brought up a vagina picture on
No,
his phone.
that's what
Normal.
Brian just sent me that.
Oh my god. You guys. I wish we could post that on.
You could.
No, I don't wish, actually. I take that back.
God. Actually, I
Tom?
think about this a lot. I think this is important to talk about for a 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
I always think about whenever I see like really obese people, like really obese, like over 400, 500 pounds, how they shit, how they wipe,
Oh, me too.
how often do they break toilets? Do they?
I think they have a wet towel in a bucket that they just like put this whole towel on
Yeah.
there, and they kind of do like the floss that the stripper does.
Do you
in between
think
their
that
legs.
really happens?
I think they have to do something because I was thinking about that the other day for no reason at all. But I was around somebody that was a little bit chubby.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about the same thing.
You
like,
wonder it, right?
Yeah. Because
I
it's
see-
impossible.
I see
that
like
or they-
airports and the mall and stuff, and I'm like, look at the size of this
Or
motherfucker.
just, what does it smell like down
Or the-
there?
Oh, I can tell you that.
What does the junk smell like?
Or they like somehow get one of those sprinklers, like the, and they just sit it on like the full stream,
Sure,
and just
stream.
like sit on the ground.
Well,
or-
some of them clearly can't reach.
Right.
They can't
You can't
reach their
reach.
hole.
Can't.
No.
can't reach.
Do you ever seen that documentary about like the 1,000-pound man, Manuel Uribe?
No.
You ever
TLC?
seen him?
It's
And he gets married. He
amazing.
gets married in TLC. And there's this one scene, Tommy, remember, where his fiancee gets the privilege of powdering his balls. And he has to catch momentum. He has to rock
He
back
rocks.
and forth.
Yeah. 1, 2,
Two.
3, and then he rolls back and he lifts one of his like 9 stomachs. He lifts it up, rolls back, and she
Yeah.
throws powder like real quick, and then he comes back and
Quickly.
he's like,
I mean, wouldn't that be just like mushrooms and yeast?
"Oh, there's all
and
kinds of shit
Well,
going
he
on
has
with
to, you
him."
have to have lesions on your body from where the
Right.
skin is just mashed.
Stretching
He has these
and
2
mold.
guys that come in that massage him because
Right.
it's not like a traditional massage. He's sitting up
Right,
and
right.
they just to make sure there's circulation going. And he's like, "I like the way you make me. I pee every time that you rub me like that." Because he's like, it says it relaxes him and he pisses
What?
himself. So not only do they have to fucking rub his 1,000-pound ass, he pisses himself.
I forgot
they
that.
gotta clean up,
Oh
yeah.
wait, and then they're like,
They never talk-
Manuel, it's time for exercise. Remember? And then
Oh,
they
yeah.
play like shitty music, and then he just jiggles his man tits around, like he like waves.
Yeah,
his
he goes
arms,
like
he's
this,
all, "I'm
and he calls this
exercising."
exercise. That's also a very, like, by the way, like a third world European thing. Like, I was on vacation. I was in
That's so funny.
a sauna,
Yeah.
and there was a guy that came in, or it was a steam room. A guy came in his towel, and he starts going like this. He starts doing like stretches, and I was like, "What are you doing, man?" And he was like, "I'm doing my exercises for the day." Like they equate like doing this, like raising their arms
Yeah.
above their heads with working out. They're like, "I'm working out right now." No, you're not, man.
That's an Eastern European thing, and that's a Chinese thing. My old neighborhood in San Francisco, every morning, this Chinese woman would get out in front, and she would go, and she would just move her arms up and down, and that's enough.
Wow.
Or like
Yep.
Tai Chi. They love to do Tai Chi in the park, Asian people. It looks terrible.
So, do you guys practice any kind of religion at all?
Well, we're both, you know.
I mean, do you go to? When was the last time either of you guys go to? Have gone to church?
It's been a
That was the
while.
last time. Well, we're both Catholics.
Both Catholic.
Raised he was raised more Catholic than I, but I went to an all-girls Catholic
Well,
school.
you could tell, obviously.
Just better.
Just
Person.
posture,
Yeah.
you could tell.
Oh, geez, more
Hasn't
well-behaved.
farted once since she's been here.
Higher standards.
Right.
Right. More moral behavior.
Yeah.
We got married in a church
Catholic ceremony. Yeah.
Really?
We did
in the
the whole night.
Bahamas.
Yeah.
Did you release doves and shit?
It was so
No,
rad.
But we had a black choir, a black Bahamian
He-
choir.
Really?
Yeah.
He got one as a surprise for me.
Or were they like, "Don't worry, be happy"?
Hey, everything is
They were.
Irish.
They were.
They were.
They were ready. They were ready to do it, man.
They were so awesome.
It was awesome. It was actually really cool.
And the best part is that at the reception, we invited like the staff at the resort that we were staying at to come
Holy
and join
shit.
in, and because they were friends with us by the time we had gotten to the wedding, and these Bahamian women were
They-
so crazy.
broke it down.
They were just like dropping and popping and locking
No
and
way.
grinding against my husband, who I'd only been married for
lucky
like
man.
an hour.
That fat black ass was totally just smushing my junk like
Yeah.
moments after I got married. And I was like, you know, like if she wasn't there, I'd been like, fuck yeah, let's
Yeah.
do this. But
Regret
like,
City.
it was right after I got married, and I was like, I just got married right now. She was just like, I don't care. I want you to tip me.
Let's go back to the fat people real quick.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
thinking,
Can we turn
what-
me down? Can I get turned down here?
Your volume?
Yeah. Which one is it?
It's whatever one you're plugged in. I think that one.
Everything anxiety. Oh,
Hello,
that's
hi.
my mom.
Oh, that's yours?
Yeah. No, you imbalanced mine.
Oh, yeah,
Put
doing
it
it left and
back.
right.
Balance it
oh
back.
no.
Fat people are endlessly fascinating.
I mean, if you're sitting down on the toilet
Yes, let's
and
discuss.
if you're just one fold off, then it's like pooping inside your own skin and squirting off the side of the toilet.
I'm
Or-
sure there's all kinds of shit mishaps that happen in super fat people
But
every
let's
day.
think about it. If you know that's going to happen, why don't you spread?
Yeah, you would
and then sit
spread and
down.
sit down.
I know a guy in college who was Shaka was like 400 or 500 pounds, and he would shit in the bathtub
Oh,
and then just run the water
scoop it
and
and
stop it
dilute
in
it.
the drain.
No.
Yeah, I would.
Why?
Because he was fucking 500 pounds,
right.
and he just was like, "Fuck it."
So don't they build toilets for fat people?
I wonder.
Maybe we
Like
should
double
start
wides,
doing
because
it.
I would want one just to have one, like sit on the end of side of a bucket. You know, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think it's more like, well, I know a guy who was 300 plus pounds who crushed a toilet at an office one time,
Wow.
like at like an office hallway, 6 stalls, sitting there shitting, the toilet collapsed, and he's laying in water and shit and everything.
Oh my god.
He was only 3 and change.
Wow.
Okay. So I imagine that has to be something that happens too, because you see people that are 400 or 500 pounds, like, it's not that rare actually here.
Right.
You see it all the time actually.
Right.
So you know that there's got to be that issue. I also really want to know how much they shit. Like
that's what I want to know.
I'm 230 right now.
Yeah.
I want to lose weight more than anything, just to be able to embrace making fun of fat people and feeling good about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like one of the great joys is making fun of fat people. But if you're fat, then you're like, I'm kind of fucking, I'm fat too.
Right.
So, but I know if I can get down to like, 200 or something, I can be like, oh, everyone's a fat piece of shit, and I could really enjoy it more.
Yeah, well, maybe it's the opposite, though. Maybe it's like, how gay people, if they just like using the word faggot, and then you stop being gay and you can't use the word faggot anymore, So might want to stick
Yeah.
a little chub in it, so
I
then you
don't
can
know.
totally go
But then
balls out making fun of fat
If
people.
you
Good
lose the
point.
weight, if you're not fat at all, you can have genuine contempt for them, which I think is a fun time. I enjoy that. Like,
Right.
I feel it somewhat, and then I'm like, oh, you got to dial it back a little.
Right.
I
But
don't feel contempt for fat people.
back to the point, though,
I like them.
I've taken some pretty big shits.
Right.
I imagine that a 400, 500, 600-pound person has to take just amazing, just ridiculous shits. Like, I haven't clogged a toilet with just shit. You know,
Ari you should talk to about shit.
Really?
He clogs toilets every day.
just with shit.
Just with your
just with
poopy.
shit.
I mean, there's some piss in there.
I know that there's piss in there.
But it's not paper. It's just
Wait a minute.
Doodoo Browns.
Come on.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah. all
What
the
do you
time.
eat?
I don't go that often. I go like every few days.
That's
really
why.
bad.
You need
Yeah.
to go every day.
How do you not go that often? What do you eat, man?
Yeah,
Whatever.
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 Pretty much whatever. Today
Fast
I had
food?
a chili dog and no, I had a pastrami dog and chili fries.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, winter.
And you have
for
your
the
shit
first time.
today?
I've not. No.
You have not shit today.
Oh no, I shit this morning. Excuse me. I did.
And was it the first time in a while?
It was the first time in the last few days. Yeah.
Shut up.
And doesn't it make you feel sick when you don't make a brown for a day or 2 or 3? 'Cause
Like at what point would you think it would start making me feel sick?
Because
like
I don't-
6 hours in. Like
Here's
when,
what I'll tell you when, because I didn't make a boom boom yesterday because I
At all.
was just laying on the couch idle, just being sick.
Yeah.
And I didn't make a brown, and at night I felt a gurgling, and it was kind of uncomfortable. Like there was a lot of stuff in there that needed to come out.
So did it come out eventually?
Yeah, it did. Thanks
you-
for asking.
You feel okay? Yeah. I just don't have to go. I don't go.
did.
I don't know.
So you,
But you
and this is
don't
like,
feel.
so throughout a week, you might shit 3 times or 4 times in a week?
3 or 4 times. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about
You're
right.
like a model.
You know that's not-
Sometimes it's like every day for like 3 or 4 straight days.
I don't want to be a mommy, because even though we're in your mom's house right now,
Yeah.
but you need to eat some fiber, son.
I do. I eat salads all the time from Ralph's, and I have those all brands things.
What if I got you some fiber bars for Hanukkah?
I would accept them.
Or a
That's not-
Starbucks card.
I don't
Do you
drink
drink
coffee. I don't-
That's why you don't make a boom boom every day.
have to
You never drink
to do
coffee?
that? No,
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
it kickstarts the engine pretty nicely.
Yeah, that's why we do it every
Yeah, I don't
morning.
drink. I don't drink it.
Drink your coffee.
But it's okay. But when I dump, it's fucking huge.
It's really huge.
So a lot of times at hotels, I'll
Is
have to
it-
call them.
Really?
Yeah, that's-
Do you
that's
have like
embarrassing.
shredded little strands, or is it
Sometimes I
like
have big ones. Sometimes it all comes out in a big. When that happens, it's fine. Then it flushes.
But when does it clog the most? When it's little pieces that come out like
No,
tons
it's
of
like
them.
a big piece or two, because the big piece, like I feel like gets in the way,
Uh-huh.
and creates like a
Coils.
log, that won't. And then the other pieces can't get by that first piece.
Oh, that's
If they would all go straight
And
down,
this happens
like
pretty
long
often.
ways.
How about at your own places? You clog the toilet
Oh,
there?
all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
And this is no paper.
Oh, some paper in it, yeah.
Yeah.
That-
but I mean, you've
that'll
clogged them
congeal
without
stuff.
paper.
Sometimes I like to flush halfway through
Uh-huh.
before I get the paper involved.
There you go. So
Right.
that's your strategy.
Like,
Right.
if it's gonna go,
But you've clogged. I want to get this clear. You've clogged without paper, like just a
Wow.
shit
Yeah.
clog.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That is amazing.
That's
Yeah.
really impressive.
Um,
I'm a paper clogger.
what do you mean? You just overload it with paper and then? it
Well,
won't
because I
flush?
have such a hairy ass. Like
I
I
saw that.
He
Yeah.
goes through a
all
roll a
came back, huh?
day.
It came back. You know that wasn't my ass, right?
Oh no, whose was it?
That was nobody. That was my belly button.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
it looked like an asshole.
You knew that?
Yeah.
I got a lot of responses there. Like, dude, that's horrifying.
That's why.
I did not know.
But my ass is really hairy, and so that's why I don't wipe a lot.
Did it come back since Indianapolis?
Oh yeah.
The
It's
hair
back.
is back.
The hair's back.
Oh,
you want him to do it
red
again? Ew.
band.
Yeah. See, that looks like
It
a
looks like it.
like a butthole. Sure.
Tommy uses so much toilet paper. I feel like I can't replenish it fast enough.
Have you guys switched to the wet wipes, the adult wet wipes?
No, I'm curious about them though.
It's something that usually happens when you're like 32 or 33. You start getting into the wet.
I like wet wipes. I've done it before.
It's gentle.
I've bought them. I bought them a few times.
It's like kissing.
Look at that
Because I
fucking
mean,
face.
if you look at like toilet paper, it's so rough and violent.
It
Yeah.
is. Can
Yeah.
I tell you something? In the Arab world, because I was there like in last August for like a whole month of Ramadan, which is terrible. That the Arabs believe that how we wipe our bums is violent and disgusting. Like, why would you take a dry sandpaper essentially and then mush the poo against your
Right.
butthole? They
How
think
do they
it's
do it?
vulgar, so they have a bidet.
Yeah.
Now, not all people use bidets in the Middle East. They use their hands too. Some people use their
We
hands.
didn't talk about this last time, did we?
No.
Oh wow! I've actually had a bidet
I
butt
love
wiping
bidets.
conversation lately. So,
Really?
Yeah. Let's go.
Wait,
continue.
Deja
did we?
vu. It's deja vu.
Did
Yeah.
we talk about bidets?
About the lasers and it finds your
No.
butthole and
Oh,
thing
that'd be
comes.
great.
Yeah, they have these toilets. Like in the United States, the toilets have they've been the same since we were kids.
Yeah.
Well, overseas they have like high tech toilets like
Yeah.
everywhere, and they have toilets where like it's a seat warmer. Then there's this little laser
Yeah.
finds your butthole and comes out and squirts water on your butt, and then this little hair dryer comes out and hair dries your butt.
Japan, maybe?
She's resting
Yeah.
her head on my arm right now. I
Your
just want
dog
to point
is
that out. Look.
Oh,
I can't move that arm.
Twixie Vixen. Do you guys follow Twixie Vixen on Twitter?
I think I do.
Yeah.
You should.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
No, but I think wouldn't you if you had like just crazy cash? Wouldn't you get a stupid fucking toilet that does everything?
one of the first things I would do.
I know
Yeah.
what I want. Richard Branson on Necker Island. Have you seen his toilet?
No.
It's at the tip of this island on top of a rock. It's just a shitter on a rock on an island in the middle of nowhere, and he shits on his
Looking-
island,
yeah, looking out at
overlooking
the-
majesty.
looking
of this
down
island.
as the hill goes down and the beach
Why?
and the
That's
ocean.
a shitter.
Why hasn't there been any paparazzi photos
Oh,
of
there
Richard?
are.
Yeah, but it's
Look it
like
up.
$25,000 a day to stay at Necker
Yeah,
Island.
like Mariah Carey stays there and shit.
Wow.
But you get the whole staff. The island's yours. Like the entire staff is yours.
And
Wow.
you get to poop on Richard
And
Branson's
you can basically
toilet.
request anything. Like you could be like, but I want to eat a bald eagle. And they're like, all right, we'll get one for you.
Yeah, I think I saw some Mariah Carey thing where she was at there.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey.
I love Richard Branson.
The reason that we know about it
God,
is because
I
we
love
stay
him.
there too.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah, totally.
Whenever you're in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard Branson just released a new magazine for the iPad that's supposed to be the next generation of kind of magazines. Magazine and print is dying.
Right, look at him.
Yeah, he's about to release this new magazine. Now, it's not the first time it's been done. There's been a couple like Wired magazine and stuff, but this seems like the first one that's dedicated just for the iPad.
What's the
just-
magazine about though?
Awesome.
It's just like a Maxim magazine for.
Is it called like Virgin or something?
It's shit. I can't remember the name of it, but something like that.
His new space shuttle program, the Virgin. What is it called?
Galactic.
Virgin Galactic.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, companies like they'll twist stuff and spin stuff so that it makes them look. But they're saying that they have just a ridiculous amount of reservations.
Oh,
Like,
I'm sure.
yeah.
You know how
But I
many
mean-
people want to say that they've gone to space?
but you know how many people can
I would
afford
do
his
it.
program? It's
Yeah.
really
Well,
expensive.
There's a
I
lot
would
more.
do
There's
it.
every time I drive around, especially like Los Angeles, I'm just surprised how many rich people
Yeah.
are around here. You just
know,
take a
it
drive
kills
through the
me.
hills. I mean, you'll go through each one of those houses are like $2 million, $3 million.
There's a
Like,
lot of
how
money
many
there.
millionaires are there in this?
There's a
Oh,
lot.
I
going
grew
on.
up in the valley here, and I grew up in a shitty apartment, with my mom, single mom, and I used to go to school with these asshole kids that just had millions of dollars, and I grew up with a girl whose dad owned like a mall, a very famous mall. You're just like, really? I can't even imagine. Horses, yachts,
Yeah.
named after her.
Well, it's like this
You're like,
neighborhood.
what?
All these houses, like they have this thing called Zillow.com where you can like type in your address and see how much all the houses around you have
Oh.
gone for sale last and what the
Really?
market value for them is. It's great. They have an iPhone app too that uses your
Zillow?
Zillow, Zillow.
Oh, look at that.
And it's an application that uses your GPS. Like you're driving around, and if you're in a neighborhood, you're like, I want to know how much these houses are. You can find out exactly how much the houses
Do you
are.
have to say it like Aunt Jemima when you type it in?
no,
Or
no,
Okay.
no. It just does it
I
all.
wonder how much.
wanna know how much this house is right here.
Yeah.
And so it's cool because like half of these houses around here though are like $700,000.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Well, this
And-
is Burbank.
Yeah,
This is the
but
best.
these houses, if you look around, you don't think that all these houses have like horse stables and
Oh,
pools,
yeah, dude.
and these
Yeah.
just look like little houses around here. It's
But
crazy.
what's incredible
great
is that like you can go to, like on the east side of town, you could be in Los Feliz or Silver Lake, and you can drive by. Obviously, there's the really impressive houses,
Right.
but you can drive by ones where if you were to say like Ohio, like the same house is in Ohio,
Yeah, $60,000.
yeah, and then and they'll have like a
Yeah.
flyer up, and you'll pick it up. And it's like, we marked it down to 650,000. and we'll have an
Wow.
open house. You're like,
Awesome.
what?
Dude,
$600,000 for this house?
do you know who lives in Los Feliz? Is Glenn Danzig
Oh wow.
from Danzig,
Right.
and his house. It looks like a haunted house.
Oh, of
like it's
course.
totally. Have you seen it, Ari? You know what I'm talking about? It's all shitty and run down.
Wow.
And crazy Glenn Danzig. He's little.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see that video on YouTube where he gets his ass kicked?
Yes,
the
that
best.
was awesome.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, he gets the shit kicked out of him.
He
in
gets
some
his ass
show,
kicked?
right?
Yeah,
just-
or it was something like somebody was talking shit to him at like after a show, and then he got in his face, and then the guy just clocked him and knocked him out.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, Duncan Trussell opened up for Danzig, and
No way.
what's his name? Something the third, Hank Williams the third, had a concert, and
How did that
Duncan came out with his puppet. I don't know if
Yeah.
you,
Oh, I
used to
love the
remember. He
puppet.
used to have the puppet.
It's great.
yeah.
And so he did that before the show, and then they had some. Like,
Did that go well?
It went awesome.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
rare.
yeah.
Most of the times, like,
Yeah, these people.
everybody that
They're like
I talk to
alternative.
who does, like, stand up for music shows is
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Well,
oh,
this was
God.
kind of like a weird. I couldn't remember what it was. It was, I think, somebody's wedding concert. So they had like that. They had some guy came out with magic that had like saws and like chainsaws and stuff. So it was kind of more of like a festival music party
Oh, okay.
type thing.
I opened up for Ted Nugent once
Wow.
when I first
How'd
started.
that go?
Fucking awful. I mean,
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
the Nuge, his fans were wearing like rebel flag vests, and
Wow.
he had an effigy of the president that he was like.
Oh, that's
shooting
right. He shot an arrow to
arrows
the
at.
president. Yeah, I've seen this.
It was so dumb. It was just like the most retarded. I mean, I ate a dick. It was just the worst show ever, and
You know,
I would never do that again.
Nugent stick.
Nugent's
you know,
dick
I hope you did.
in my mouth.
Oh my God. You know,
I did it for America, though.
Matt Fulshon, the
Yes,
Full Charge.
Full charge, of course.
You don't know him? He's a really funny guy.
Very
He's got
funny.
a great story about opening for Brandon Flowers.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's Brandon Flowers.
Is that his name?
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, from the Killers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
the killers.
Yeah. We got to get him on here to tell that story. It's
Yeah,
fucking
we should have
amazing.
a full
Yeah.
charge on.
We'll have the full
So
charge.
funny. Do you ever open for a musical act, Tommy Buns?
For a musical act? No, I opened a minor league baseball game one time.
Oh, I remember.
Are you
that.
serious?
So
Yeah,
rad.
Who?
It was the San Diego Sea Dogs against
The old Sea
a
Dogs.
team in Orange County, and this is when Ricky Henderson was attempting to make yet another comeback, and Ricky Henderson was playing for the Sea Dogs, and so they were like, "Hey, go down there, do some stand up, and you can take you can take a couple jabs at Ricky Henderson." And I was like, "Okay." So I went down there, a minor league baseball game, and they give you the microphone, and they're like, Yeah, you'll be like right after the national anthem. It's something like crazy,
Right
right?
after the national
Yeah,
anthem.
and I go down there, and there's like, there's people getting hot dogs, and like, there's probably a few hundred people there, and I start doing fucking Ricky Henderson jokes. I'm talking about like how old he is and shit, and like the players are like looking at me and doing that thing where you go like, like
I
that chuckle where
hate
it's
that.
like, yeah, sure, like look at this asshole,
Oh,
and I did.
God.
It was fucking mortifying. I went through with like a couple like just bits, and people were like staring at me like, what is he doing? Like they didn't know what was going on. And when I was done, I was mortified, and I was like, Jesus. And the guy comes up to me who works, like runs, like does the PR for the baseball team. He's like, so great job. During the 7th inning stretch, I want you to go back and do like 10 minutes. And I go, absolutely not.
Wow.
And he was like, what do you mean? I go, I'm not going back out there. And he was like, why not? I go, because that was fucking terrible, man. Like, I don't want to do that again. And he was like, really? And then thank God the person that set me up with the thing who worked at a comedy club was there, and he was like, oh yeah, he's like, this is the worst idea ever.
Yeah.
Like, this is a horrible idea. And they got me out, but it was like devastating to stand. I have the picture of me out there. It's
It's a great
Just
picture.
pee stain down your
it's
leg.
fucking terrible. I mean, in the picture, thank God you can see part of the stadium, and you can see that basically nobody is seated because they're fucking getting ready for. They're like,
Right.
they're walking around like, yeah, I want another hot dog, and like
Right.
they're like waving down the beer guy, and I'm like, you ever notice when you fucking
Hey
guys.
girl's vagina tastes like a horse's mouth.
Well, that's when comedy's the best, is when people aren't expecting it.
Yeah.
Stand-up's always the best when the crowd has no fucking clue why you're
I did
standing or
so
telling
many
jokes.
shows here when I started in LA.
Yeah.
Like after a little while, where you'd be like, "Hey, do you want to do a show?" And you're like, "Yeah, I just want to get on stage."
Right.
And it would be like basically like bum rush comedy, where like it's at
Yeah.
the fucking restaurant over there, and you go there, and people had gone to the restaurant to eat,
Right.
and then they're like, "No, there's a show."
Right.
Yeah.
And but the people didn't go, oh, we're gonna go see stand up.
Right.
They wanted to go fucking have tuna
With their family.
and a steak,
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you're gonna see a fucking show, and like,
Wow.
that's the worst when they're like, well, I just want to eat, man. Like,
Right.
I would have gone to
Yep.
a comedy place. I came to this place to
And
eat.
you're just ruining their dinner.
Right.
Oh yeah, you could, and then you can't. I mean, you
so
at the time you'd be like, why aren't you enjoying this? Like, why aren't you laughing?
Yeah, why
Why are
don't
you
you
not
guys
looking
pay
at me?
attention to me,
You're
buddy?
like,
Sam Tripoli does a show at Cheetah's Comedy Club, and it's a really cool show.
At
but-
Cheetah's?
Strip club, you mean?
Cheetah's
Tripoli.
Strip Club.
Oh, yeah,
He does?
Yeah, and so is it Cheetah's? Yeah. So what's crazy though is that if I was thinking, I went to the last one, I'm thinking, what if you went there just to see strippers?
Yeah.
And then because what they did is like an
Yeah.
hour into it, or like I got there and then they're like, okay, now it's time for a comedy show for the next hour. All ladies off the stage, and you're just like,
some dick telling you jokes.
that would be
Well, but
the
that's-
worst thing ever.
No, but that's
Yeah.
how comedy started, I believe. Is it started in strip clubs.
laughing at strippers.
And
though.
then some guy, no, now it is pure comedy. But right, and the MC would tell jokes, and that's how you got your stage time, I believe.
But
back in
now,
the day.
if you're a guy and you're like, I want to go look at some
Yeah,
titties right
you
now,
don't
and
wanna
somebody's like,
hear-
want to hear some jokes, you'd be
imagine?
like, get the fuck out
what
of
the
here, man.
fuck is going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
or a female comic, could you imagine?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Show us your
yeah,
pussy.
what?
Yeah.
The strippers did jokes. All right, now Angel Fire to the stage, and you might have seen her on the stage.
You know how sometimes when you're in the back and the guy's like, why don't you pull it out? And you're like, because the rules don't let me. You're like,
That was he taking.
but I can rub it. I can rub it like this. You just can't touch me. You know what I mean?
Oh,
No.
I'd be the worst stripper. I would be the angriest, meanest stripper ever. What do you think, babe?
You've never done stripping at all? Not even like.
Do I look like
2 months? Well,
Yeah.
most girls have tried it out. You know,
I-
two weeks.
No. I would rather pick up garbage. I would rather eat human feces.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rather eat human feces.
I'm not a
No,
stripper
she's
type.
lying.
No,
So
I swear
you're-
to
are you
God,
shy?
I'm not. It's not that I'm shy.
I'm shy.
Yeah. I think it's a dignity thing. It's a pride thing. I just consider it to be a really terrible way to make money. Very demeaning way to make money.
Right.
It's hard. I don't think any girl grows up going, I want to be a stripper when I grow up. I think it's a very thing. It's a thing you maybe you're.
I disagree.
I disagree.
I think
forced
it's
into.
If I could get paid a shitload of money just to show my dick to people, I'd do it all
That's
day.
different.
it's not different. And I think a lot of girls out there, I think if you're stripping, you're our champions and you're our heroes.
Yeah,
Of course, you guys.
And you're
are.
the best.
they are the best.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like
fucking make
watching
that
them.
money.
Get that money, girl.
You know, you're gonna be
Get that
you're gonna be
paper.
60 years old, going, "Damn, I got all this money, and who cares what I did when I was 28?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
28's really
No
old.
one
But
remembers
can
me
I-
now.
But can I tell you something? I used to like going to strip clubs a lot, and then now, as I go as like a 34-year-old woman, I just get depressed.
I've never
Why?
enjoyed going to strip clubs.
Yeah, it's always depressing. You're always
Why
like,
do you get depressed?
because the last one I went to was like maybe 2 years ago in Texas, where you can see everything, and I saw this guy basically getting like face fucked by the stripper, and I was like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? You kind of get bummed out for that chick. You're like, oh, that
Yeah.
chick's fucking.
Oh,
that
'cause
guy's
now
so
you're-
gross, and she's here in this. You know, I was there kind of for fun and kind of, you know.
And but before you would have been like laughing, having a good time with it.
Before I would have been like, "Wah, yeah, you know what I mean, like a 20-year-old girl, and
Yeah.
then you become a woman, and you're like,
So you
"Oh,
see
this
the
is
sadness
kinda-"
because you know life more.
Yeah, I know life, and you know that that's not like the best route
I
sometimes.
I always was the loser. I think it was just because I was a loser, like shy with women when I was younger. But when I first started going to strip clubs, I was always the retard that actually tried to talk to them. Like, so do you live near here?
Oh yeah.
And then
I love
I went to
it.
the Spearmint Rhino the other day, and it's kind of the same thing where now it just doesn't do anything for me. Like,
Yeah.
I look at these girls and go, like, these
Bummer.
poor girls.
Yeah.
And But
Yeah.
I find myself going, so do you still live around here? You know, like I'm still doing the
Yeah.
same questions.
I
they
did
just
do
don't
one
work for
time.
me.
I went to a strip club, like in college, and I was like, I remember I was talking to her. She was like, "Hey, so do you want to dance?" And I was like, "Hey, so why do you do this?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Wow, that is the worst." Like,
yeah.
yeah, that totally. She was like, yeah, I'm paying for school," and I was like,
Right.
You can't get like another job." And I was just totally sabotaging the
Wow.
situation. She was like, "Thanks a lot." And I was like,
I think you just also, the older you get too, you're like, oh, that's somebody's baby.
Yeah.
Like that's some
Ah.
that girl's got a daddy, hopefully, and a
Absolutely.
mommy, and like, oh,
and now she's covered in
that's your
cum.
baby. Yeah, and now she's getting showered in Tom Segura's love mustard.
How do you know?
I know.
Yeah.
I have a
We
feeling
all
about
know.
you.
But I think that, yeah, I do think that, like, as you get older now, like, even when you meet, not even a stripper, but, like, you see a girl who's dressed, like, really crazy slutty. Whereas when you're younger, you're like, look at that fucking chick. Now you're like, oh, she's got a lot of problems. She's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel bad for her.
Yeah.
You're like, you know, I still want to see the whole, but I feel,
You still knock
sad.
it out, is what you're saying.
you smash it and dash it.
Punch it out.
Yeah.
That's why I carry around gift certificates to the Hot Topic for times like that. Here, take
I love
$10. Buy
it.
yourself something.
That is nice.
You know, I hung out with these two girls in Scottsdale this past weekend that were like exemplary hot chicks. Like they had the huge fake tits and the white hair, and like they look like Playboy bunnies, and like
Right.
they were super nice girls. But I was like, what's it like? Like, what's it like being you? What's it like to be like this perfect male fantasy all the time? And they're like, what? Like they didn't get.
I didn't get it.
They're like, you're pretty too. And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm not saying this for you to compliment me. Like, I'm genuinely curious. What's it like to be, to have people want to fuck you constantly? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you're putting out there is fuck me, daddy, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Isn't that the
they
point?
are. Yeah. They're putting out. But,
I don't know.
but then we,
don't
no,
get
but
it.
then you realize what it is that, like, we all do something
Yeah.
that
for
is
attention.
yeah, even the people who go, I'm not
course.
seeking attention. You're not, but
Oh,
you're
of
putting
course.
something out there to present yourself, to give yourself some value.
Right.
That is what
Yeah.
you do. You know what I mean? Like you know that, like, whatever your expertise is in, it gives you value, and that attracts people
Right.
in some way. You
Of
know, the
course.
fact that, like, whether if you're a comedian, you're like, well, I'm funny, and so, you know, people know that, and then it is like showing your tits. It's just a little more advanced, let's say. It's a little
Right.
more sophisticated. It's not as, like, the lowest common denominator, but it's
Right.
still like you're just trying to get, you're
Yeah,
getting your.
just trying to
So
get-
I think for a chick like that, it's like she doesn't know what else to do to, like, give herself, make
Right.
herself
Yeah.
interesting or engaging.
Right.
So she goes, I'll just put my tits out there. And
Yeah.
maybe somebody will talk to me.
Of
you
course,
know?
and stand-up comedy, of course, is a love me daddy pursuit or love me mommy.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Right.
I don't want people to think that I'm shitting
me
on
daddy.
strippers or
No,
anything.
no,
like,
no.
I believe me, I too am a whore for this entertainment business, but in a different
Right.
fashion.
Comedy and strippers just go together
Yeah,
so much.
right.
It
It's
does.
ridiculous.
How often does he do this show? He's everywhere. Sam's doing, like,
Yeah.
he's become like a
The naughty
fucking.
show.
Oh, that dude! I don't think he never sleeps, and he's always on his phones. From what I'm hearing, like he's just driving.
I
with
get
his
phone
phone.
calls from Sam when he's like, "What are you doing next Thursday?" I got this. Like, he's like,
Yeah, super business. Always
Pretty
got
amazing.
Fucking
Sam
hands on all
Tripoli.
his
is
should
posts.
the
say his name in
Sam Tripoli.
Sam Tripoli, that's his name.
Sam Tripoli got
Really
me
fun
started
guy.
in stand up.
Really?
Did
Yep.
he?
Really?
Yeah, you want to hear my Sam Tripoli story?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were in a restaurant in the bathroom.
I was chugging. I was in a glory hole, and
you had
I
a
stuck
red
my
scarf.
finger out, and
He started sucking on his finger.
Stam sucked something else in the hole. No, when I moved to LA, I knew I wanted to do like something with comedy, and I signed up for the Groundlings. And in my class was Sam Tripoli, right? So I met Sam like one of the first people I met, and throughout the class, like after you get to know the people and stuff, Sam was like, "You would really like stand up. You should do stand up." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know what to do. Like I didn't put together like go to a comedy club." I was like, "Yeah, well, how do you do it?" He was like, "Just come with me one night." So he took me one night to like all his gigs. Like he had like 3
wow.
spots, and he showed me like and then I drive to this other place, and I watched him work, and then he just was like, "This is how you do it. That's how you do stand up." And he's the one that got me.
Wow, that's cool.
I
I never
not-
knew that story.
Never knew
That's nice.
Yeah, Sam and
He's a
Sam
cool
was,
guy, man.
he's a great guy.
He runs what's called the Naughty Show
Yeah,
at the Improv.
the Naughty Show,
Saturdays midnights.
by the way, is a huge fucking hit now.
Oh,
And here-
it's awesome.
Yeah, and here's a CD, Crime Fighter, from like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah,
But
and that's an expression that he's been using for as long as I've known Sam, which is 8 years.
Crime Fighter?
Well, he'd be like, every time I would see, like, you'd go a while without seeing somebody. Every time you see Sam, you go, "What's going on?" He's like, "Just fighting crime, bro. It's fucking out there, just fighting crime, fucking doing gigging, fighting crime, fucking taking fools
great.
out." Yeah, he's a wonderful human being.
The last time I did that, I did the Naughty Show. I got to meet Belladonna.
Oh, you did? I was at that one. That was
Oh,
good.
you were that one?
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's a really
She's very cool.
cool, smart.
There's definitely
like
a
her.
group of porn stars that have their head together. They're business
Yeah.
oriented. They're actually smart chicks that are taking advantage of the system.
She
Then there's
is,
other
thank
girls that are
God.
just like, I don't know what to do, boobies.
and
$1,000 for
They scoop it
anal?
up.
Sure.
You can't waste any.
Yeah, Belladonna's one of those smart
She's-
fucking.
And she can fit a baseball bat in her culo, which is a talent for sure.
Ari just showed me this. It's a picture of Sam Tripoli kicking a wall that says crime on it.
Right.
That's totally Sam Tripoli, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great.
He's a wonderful guy.
Those naughty shows are blowing
But
up, though. They're
So
They
out
have-
of control.
fun.
I was just at the Improv last night, and they had I think they have like a poster or something up for an upcoming one that looks like it's like
Yeah.
a mega event.
Yeah,
like it
yeah.
has like all big name comics and all big name porn stars.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be.
Terrible.
I wish I knew the fucking date so I could plug
I
it.
think it's December 8th. December 8th or December 9th. Let me just check that right
If you
now.
go on the
It's-
Improv website,
Yeah,
you can probably find it
improv.com.
there. In Hollywood. It's a Hollywood location, I believe.
It's Naughty Show 17. It's called The Big Bang. It's December 9th at 10 p.m. at the Hollywood Improv. And some of the people that are going to be there's Nick Swartzen, who's hilarious as fuck. Taylor Vixen. Freddie Lockhart's going to be there. And
Is this the one?
Yeah.
Who's the lineup again? What is it?
Nick Swartzen, Freddie Lockhart. Let's see, who else do we got here? Taylor Vixen, Sarah Colonna. Whatever. Bunch of people. The girl from VH1's Daisy of Love, Daisy La De Hoya.
Oh, that's Oscar
Okay.
De La Hoya's
yeah.
sister.
Yeah. Oh. Right.
Is that right? Or no, it's his sister, I believe.
Wait, from what show?
Daisy of Love. Remember we watched it for a minute? I think
Oh.
it was like she's attracted to these trashy rock stars.
Well, you should definitely go to that show. That show is
Yeah,
gonna be
if
fucking
you're in LA,
stupid.
check it
And
out.
if you haven't been, the naughty shows are crazy. That is.
It's like an event, dude. It's not
Yeah.
just a comedy show. It's like I had to go up after he showed videos of like naked cholos in a bathtub hugging,
Right.
and then like stripper pole dancing, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
they're like, "All right, tell jokes." It was great, and Joe Rogan was there that night too,
Oh, yeah.
and he's really funny.
Tori Black and Ashley Fire are the main porn stars.
Ashley Fire, I love names.
Tori Black's a superstar.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't
Ashley
know her.
Fire?
Ashley Fires.
I don't know.
Babe,
who
do
that
you have
is.
any Tori Black DVDs? Maybe that's why
What's-
I don't
what's
know.
I don't
about
have any
Ashley
DVDs, but
Fires?
I've seen Tori work.
What's
Are
Ashley-
you familiar with her repertoire?
I know what she knows what she's doing. Let's
What's
just
her
say
What's her speciality?
big black cocks.
Is she black?
No.
Oh, she's a white girl that likes black guys.
Mm-hmm.
My friend. Well, I can't say his name. My friend makes porn.
You can say his name.
With-
Tom Segura.
Tom Segura
No, it's
Anyway.
a friend of ours.
with Justin Slayer
Oh, yeah.
and the
Yeah.
Pipe Layers,
That's true.
and it's endlessly fascinating to me. Like, I don't know. I can't understand why people do it. You don't make that much money in porn unless you're working the system. You know, you
Yeah.
can pay like $1,000 to do a scene.
Well,
not
nowadays,
that much.
yes. Well, porn's dead. So nowadays, you make the money by having your own website, your subscriptions. You're
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much having like you have to do like a weekly like webcam show. You know,
When
see.
when we were more broke,
Yeah.
we thought about having me just rub them out.
really?
Yeah.
We've
considered
really
it.
considered it. And I was like, baby, you don't have to show your face.
No,
It's
you
just
wear a
your-
mask.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. He could be like
Just
the
wear a mask.
masked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, not to
Jerker.
brag or anything,
Hmm.
but I got some pretty good distance when I
Oh, really?
lose it. Yeah.
Wow. See, mine I think only matters if how long it's been since I've last jacked off. Because
Yeah.
most of the time it's just like all over my hand.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it just shoots and it hits the cat, and it's just like,
See, it's never blah for me.
really?
No matter
It's
what.
always
No,
just
it's-
nonstop. Do you
It's
drink a lot
always-
of caffeine or a lot of 7-Up or
No, does that affect it?
well, seltzer probably does. doesn't it?
Seltzer does. That's great.
Get some New York seltzer in you, and
I like it.
A root beer.
Whether it's true or not, I want to get that
A
rumor
fizzy
going.
soda.
You gotta
Whether
start
it's true
drinking
or not,
7-Up,
we don't
man.
7-Up doesn't even have caffeine in it. That's probably like the worst.
You do make a lot
Thank
of
you.
man goo. It's really unprecedented.
Wow. Is it?
I mean, if we're talking, we're
She's
going to
told
be
me
open about this.
She's told me before that like she's
Oh
like
my
this reminds me
God.
of the 3 guys I was with one time because
Yeah.
it's really a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot.
now, do you
Oh my
do you at least
God.
jerk up or have sex once a day?
Yeah, I usually have to
And
get
you
it
have
out
that
of me.
much still.
Yeah.
He's an
Wow.
animal. The
Sad.
demands
Oh,
are just unreasonable sometimes.
Yeah.
that's weird. Must be something in your diet or heritage or.
Something, man. I don't know.
Ari, what
Sounds
are
like a
your
good
loads
conversation to have.
I get distance. I can go places with them.
Are they always big?
Yeah, generally the reports are that I get back from women are a little like, oh.
Oh,
Like, that's a lot.
distance.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
You get that?
Yeah.
You get quantity.
Yeah. I actually
Huh.
back a long time ago.
Yeah.
I jerk it a lot.
Long time ago when I was with other girls.
All right.
I would hear all the time. Yeah, that was the thing. They're like, "Whoa, that is a lot, dude."
Did
Yeah.
you feel proud of that?
Yeah.
Even though you didn't know it was even a good thing until they said, "Wow, it's a lot."
Yeah.
If
Because
they
that
were
was the
like,
only
"Ew,
thing they
that's
were.
a lot," you would have felt ashamed.
That's a good point.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
a
It
good
was never
point.
put from that angle. It was never like, God, that's just like they were just
Yeah.
like, that's a lot, dude.
Do you think they took it as some sort of sign that you were more attracted to them?
Yes, I think that they
Girls are
did.
so fucking
They're
dumb.
so stupid. Yeah.
Hilarious.
yeah.
Like he made more because
Yeah.
that was
Just
hotter.
for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I
Was it
think
just
I think
Yeah.
that they were like, wow, he must really like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't take it that way.
Yeah.
I just figured you were healthy.
You thought that was a health thing?
I thought you were just a virile Peruvian man. You're very hairy too. Don't
Yeah.
forget that. You're
That's
just
true.
made. What are you made of, Tom?
You
According
seem
to you?
German Irish to me.
According
To
this is what I told.
this is what my
husband.
wife tells me, Ari Shafir. My wife tells me regularly. She goes, if I were to describe you, I would say you are made of shit, cum, and hair. Yeah.
That's because he asked me to describe myself in 3 words yesterday.
You ever,
I was
you know,
like,
they're like, you know,
fuck
like,
you.
like
Those
that,
3 words.
that cliche, like,
awesome, rad, bitchin'.
that's what she said. Those are the, like, when they're like, describe yourself, like,
I
for
don't
like a
know.
business,
Why?
You took it the other
cares?
way out.
like an office interview, they'd be
Am I
like,
supposed to
Ari,
say?
describe yourself in 3 words.
I hate
It's a
that
retarded
question.
question.
Of course,
Yeah, it's
but
so-
how would you answer it?
Yeah, Jewy, Hebe.
Jesus.
Chewy Hebe? No, I would not use those 2
No, I
words.
don't think so.
I think that
But
would
that would
already
be
cover it up.
that would be the best interview ever. If somebody was like, "I want to hire you. Describe yourself."
What if I use 2 out of 3? Where it's like Jewy, smart, and Hebe.
That would be the best ever. I would hire you immediately.
So would I. I'd invite you to come live with me.
Sit there looking at each other awkwardly for a minute.
Jewy, smart.
Good with money.
I don't know how I would describe
Yeah.
it.
How would you
describe
one,
yourself?
one would be definitely Jewy,
Such
though.
a gift.
I mean, he's right about that one. I
Let's
wouldn't
work on
wouldn't
it.
reuse it the second time around. If I say Jewy, opinionated.
See, it's just such a cheesy question.
It's a horrible
And,
question.
like,
well, because
oh.
Jewy is cheap, you know, or counting money.
Oh,
and
I
just
understand
all the
the
traits. He
implications,
has all those, so that kills
Yeah.
like 50 birds with one stone pipe.
Yeah, that's fucking great, man.
I know how Tom would describe me.
What?
Pussy, pussy, pussy.
Wow.
Jesus, babe. That's
Damn.
awful.
What?
I mean, that just makes me sound terrible. That's the 3 words I would describe you with.
Babe, that is the 3 words you describe me with.
Wow.
It's not true.
It's our relationship. What can I say?
That hurts my feelings.
Christina was a nice woman. Pretty much the best 3 words I could describe her was pussy, pussy, pussy. Thank you, guys.
At the eulogy?
Bless us.
Yeah, bless us all. Thank you guys for
We're
coming.
just kidding.
I know
Yeah.
he loves me.
For
Aw,
me
good.
and my body.
No, I would be like, the 3 words to describe Christina are
Hitler,
there,
Himmler, and Eichmann.
there, too much talking, and retarded.
Oh my god. See, he's so harsh.
Like
huh?
retarded that she drools all the time.
Yep. And if I were to describe myself,
Yeah.
I would say fun,
Oh boy.
sexy, dynamic.
Dynamic. That's such an asshole word. Describe yourself as dynamic.
Yeah.
Such a shitty word.
He's a very dynamic person.
I'm a very dynamic person.
That's
I had
what I would
someone
say.
actually say that. The like girls like me. I'm a very dynamic person. Like, yeah,
That's
clearly.
unbelievable.
You have to tell people you are. It's probably true.
I gotta pee. How long have we been
Where
doing this?
from?
Oh, well, we could actually end. We're actually at
Oh, okay, let's
almost
party.
1 hour, 10 minutes.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, it was so much fun at Mom's house.
Yeah.
God.
So we should talk that you both have CDs. Thrilled. I know Tom
I don't have a
Segura
CD.
has Thrilled, and that's available on iTunes and all that.
That is. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna try to do one from the road next week.
Podcast?
I'll send you a file.
Yeah.
If that's cool.
Good idea.
And then maybe see people come in and do one live, if
That'd be
that's
cool.
possible. I don't know.
That's cool. Yeah, whatever
Whatever
you
you
want
guys-
All right, meows.
to. All right.
Thank you
Thanks
for coming to your mom's house.
house.
See you next time.
Later, guys.